Looking to redefine your co-parenting relationship and the purpose? In this episode, I want you to take away the key component for redefining your co-parent relationship's purpose, centering around fostering an environment that best serves your children's needs. Today, we're working on what is needed to build a solid and harmonious co-parenting framework. These days, Ethan is going through some funk where he's become the but why child. If he gets an answer that he doesn't like about something he wants to do, he asks insistently, "But why?" I love that he is tenacious and he always fights for what he wants. He knows what he wants and sets his mind to go get it. And it's a great quality that I want him to develop and nurture. But on the other hand, it can be hard when he wants to have another piece of candy when he's had too many, or 20 more minutes at the park and it is time to go. He truly tests my strategies for remaining calm, let me tell you. Here is where it gets tricky. Their dad and I have agreed we will not let them parent shop. However, that means that whenever they get in trouble, we communicate to avoid them going to whomever will say yes to their next request. As you can tell, the shift of this relationship has turned to be solely a kid-focused relationship. All decisions, interactions, and plans are to be looked at in how they impact the children, prioritizing their well-being, stability, and happiness above all else. The word here is cooperation and partnership. We are now a team that focuses on making sure the children's well-being are at the center of all decisions. When the children know that going from one parent to another to see who will give them what they want when they want it, they will feel safe. There are limits and boundaries in place to keep them stable. This shows the children parents are partners. It is not about winning or having one's way, but about finding the best path forward for the children. It requires a shift from I to we, focusing on what will serve the best interests of the children rather than what satisfies personal preference or resolving past conflicts. It is so important to make sure that common objectives are set and agreed in the co-parent relationship. This process is about both parents coming together to determine key outcomes they believe will be best in the children's interest. I'm going to make a parenthesis here. Do you hear that noise? That's macaws. My neighbors have macaws, 4 of them, and they let them fly free out here. And I love it when I see them flying by. It's just awesome. Okay, let's go back to our subject today. Don't get me wrong. When you identify shared goals, doesn't mean we are minimizing conflicts. It's about setting a foundation where both parents can operate with clarity and purpose. By agreeing on what is most important for their children's future, whether it's educational success, emotional well-being, or physical health, parents set a foundation that guides their interactions and decisions. Another super important point is making sure that both parents are not only addressing the immediate needs of their children, but also preparing them for the future challenges and milestones. This involves looking beyond the day-to-day aspects of parenting and focusing on a more bigger objective that will impact the children's futures, like education, emotional development, life skills, healthcare, discipline. There are so many. We talked about the focus is on the children. We also have talked about the importance of reaching a consensus in the major decisions, as well as making sure that the co-parenting relationship is one of cooperative partnership. My point is, all the little details that will involve your children's lives will need to be worked out for the best of the children and to show them that you both are a united front. When you do that, you will provide a structure of stability and security for your children. When you co-parent, it is super important to acknowledge and respect that each parent may have their own parenting style and methods. So for major decisions, you will be a united front, like we talked about before. But it is so important that you are flexible and allow space for each one of you to raise your children and be with them and enjoy them. This acknowledgement of personal styles underpins a flexible co-parenting relationship that can adapt to the natural differences in parenting approaches. The goal is to not dictate how each person will behave when the other parent is not around. It is to set a clear foundation with a goal that talks to the well-being of the children. What the big picture looks like. It is playing to the strength of each parent while guiding the children. For example, one of the parents will be great at making appointments and following schedules, basically a planner. The kids will be able to learn from this strength, while the other parent can teach them on their strengths, like if they are spontaneous and act upon solutions when things don't go as planned. This way, the kids will be able to experience the best of both parents. As we reach the end of this second episode in our series on embracing a new beginning, creating a new foundation for co-parenting, we reflect on the vital steps taken to define and strengthen the co-parenting framework. Through this series, we have talked about the importance of shifting the focus of our relationship from romantic involvement to a partnership that is focused exclusively on the well-being of your children. We've explored how redefining our connection as a strategic partnership allows us to navigate the co-parenting path with a clear and unified direction. By agreeing on fundamental decisions and respecting each other's unique parenting styles, we lay the groundwork for a consistent and supportive environment for the children. This foundation not only supports their current stability and happiness, but also prepares them for future success and well-being. Setting shared goals and maintaining a flexible approach to parenting ensures that our children benefit from the best of both parents and what they have to offer, while also teaching them the value of cooperation and respect for diverse perspectives. This approach isn't about making co-parenting easier. It's about ensuring that our children see the mutual respect and collaboration, which is super important, where they can take this into their own future relationships. Let me continue sharing my co-parenting journey by clicking subscribe. And for even more positively inspired co-parenting tips, go to my blog at my website www.getpositivelyiinspired.com. See you on Monday. Remember, you are a positively inspired co-parent.